Hello Hatchlings, DeadlyDragon 218 here, and welcome to the tutorial video on how to make any FTB server via Hamachi. A lot of people want to just play with their friends and don't want to deal with the hassle of port forwarding. There's a lot of stuff that actually goes into making a server, and a lot of things that you need to know to see if your computer can even handle running a server. So, for example, let me just open a new tab here. Yep, listening to Monster Cat, you know, good music. Can I run Minecraft server? There we go. Can I host a Minecraft server? This is a website that I'll put in the description that will tell you if you can host a server. Another link you're going to want to go to is speedtest.net. You're going to start this test, let it run through, it'll do its thing. Basically, what you're doing right here is you're going to plug in some numbers into these three little slots right here, and it'll tell you if you can handle a server, basically. Oh, ew. My download speed is kind of... Okay, there it goes. My download speed was being a bit for a minute there. Okay, doing its thing. There we go. Okay, so you have these two numbers right here that matter the most. Your download speed and your upload speed. The upload speed matters more than the download. So let's plug in 6.3 into the upload speed. 6.30. And then we're going to input the 8.93 as well into here. This will vary on everyone. It's going to be different on every system. So this will give you a rough baseline internet-wise as to if you can run a computer. You also have to take into account what kind of processor you have. If you have like a dual... Intel Core 2 Duo, you're probably not going to be running a server on that. You're going to want one of the i-series processors, i3, i5, i7. I have an i7-4770K, so I don't really have to worry about that. Another thing is, how much RAM do you have in your computer? You have to take this into account. So you want to figure out how much RAM you have, and then change that into megabytes. You can just search. For me, it's 8 gigs in megabytes. And that is 8,192 megabytes. So I'll just plug in that right there. 8192. Tell me what I can run. I can host a maximum of 19 people plus myself. So 20 people total. That's just on my internet and on my bandwidth if I maxed everything out. You don't want to do that. You just want something for your friends, so that doesn't really matter. But that's just a nice baseline to tell you, hey, is it possible for me to run a server? I can, so I don't really have to worry about that. Now that I've determined that I can run a server, we need to get the files in order to do so. So we need to go to search for Hamachi. I'm going to go to the download, and you're going to click this and click download now. I already have it, so I don't need to do that. So let's just go ahead and minimize you. Next thing, pick the pack you want to download. Let's just say I want to do a monster server. We'll just download the server. It'll open up in a new tab, download it. 168 megabytes for the monster pack. It's 2 minutes, so... While we're doing that, let's go ahead and set up Hamachi. It's over here for me. So whenever you first download it, this is going to be offline. You're going to launch it. You're going to click online or power it up. The probe, do its thing. You won't have networks in here whenever you first start. As a matter of fact, it'll ask you to create a network. So see how it says create a new network? You're going to create a new network. Create a new network. Come on. It's not liking me right now. There we go. It's because it was grayed out. Now the network ID. This is important. Make sure you know what your network ID is. So let's just say testnet45. I don't know. Give it a password. I'm just going 123. 23. This is going to be deleted, so I don't have to worry about it. Oh, test network 4568. There we go. Testnet 4568. So now you'll give that information to the people you want to join your server. So you'll just go, they'll go to join an existing network. You'll say testnet 4568. Password is 123. And then as you can see, they're popping up in here. Now let's just move logmein out of the way for right now. And let's see, are we done? Not quite. Okay. Let's go ahead and delete this. Yep, we can delete that. That's fine. Whoop, boop. Okay, we'll be back in a bit, guys, whenever this finishes downloading. Okay, we finished downloading it, so we're just going to open that up. Minimize this window. Okay, let's see. 5 days. 5 days left to buy a license. Shut up. Okay, so we're going to create a new folder on our desktop here for ease of access. And we're going to call this Monster Server. Okay, and then we're going to extract everything in here to that folder. So Monster Server. Extract there. Everything filled up in there. Okay, and we can exit out and delete that zip if you want to. Now, here's what you do. You're going to go to the FTB server jar and launch it. Just double click on that jar file and it should launch everything you need to do. Just give it a couple minutes. It's going to go through some things. Starting Minecraft server version 1.6.4. Now remember, this is for every single server in the FTB launcher, so it should be very quick and easy to do. Relatively quick and easy to do. I don't know why that's jumping around a lot. Probably because it's eating processor stuffs. Not quite. Not really. Okay, yeah. My RAM's pretty active. You guys can't see that. Well, may as well. I don't know how well you guys can see that down there, but that's my computer. It's kind of... Trying to get you guys a good look at the rig while this does its thing. Uh-oh, encountered an unexpected exception, perm-gen space. Stopping server, saving worlds. Okay. So, did it create all the files that we need? Relatively, maybe? Let's see. I don't think it did, actually. So, we're going to exit out of that. Go to the server start.bat. I'm going to open it with Notepad++, because that's what I have. Not now. So it said out of permgen heap space. So we're going to increase that to 128 times 2. We'll just increase it to 512. That seems like a good bit right there. We'll increase this to 4 gigs. So XMS, how much is 4 gigs in megs? In megabytes, let's see, I don't know what it is. 4096, okay. We'll increase that to 496. So it uses half of my available RAM. 4096. Okay, we'll just go ahead and save it. And close it. And run the start.bat. See if it does everything I needed to. Just as long as it creates all the necessary files, I don't quite care what it does. Now I'm launching it with the server start.bat, so. As compared to the server.jar. There we go. It's creating a bunch of files for us, basically. Okay, now, oh, it's still doing things. I'm assuming it's now going to start and create the world. Yep, looks like it. Yep, it just created the world, as you can see right there. It's just going to go through and create a whole bunch of files. Your ops file, your server.log, your whitelist, your properties file. Everything your server needs to run, including the world and everything. World does not exist. Generating. Loading NEI. So if we type in stop in here, it'll close everything and quit it. There we go. We've got everything we need to start. Now we're going to go to our start.properties and edit that with our Notepad++ here. Notepad++ is a free program. Okay, so let's bring in our Hamachi. You're going to copy your IPv4 address, and then you're pretty much done with Hamachi. So let's see here. We want our server IP. You're just going to paste that in right there where it says server IP. That should be good. Now, if you want a whitelist, just for that extra added security, just type that in as true. Hardcore, if you wanted that, you can enable that. PvP, enable your difficulty, your game mode. Max players, I'm going to just set it to 5 for even more security. Your message of the day. This is a test server. Go. Spawn monster, sure. We'll change the level name to test world. Level type. There is another level type that we can kind of create, but I don't want to mess with it. But for this, we'll just do 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 for our seed. Allow another true test world. Okay. That seems just about everything you need for this. You can change your settings based on your needs. So we're just going to click the save button up there and exit out. Now, for the whitelist, you're going to want to add yourself. So, otherwise you won't be able to get in and test your server out. So we're just going to exit out of that, save it. You're also going to want to add yourself to the ops file. If I could type. There we go. Control save. Exit out of that. And you can also delete this world file right here and just get rid of it. Because you want to generate a world based on what your parameters are, not what the server starts it off as. Now, you can also go in here and change some config settings. One config setting I like to change is being able to respawn with all of your hunger as compared to some of your hunger. So, I don't know how big the webcam is. Sorry about that, I forgot to turn that off. So, let's see here. We are looking for... Where is it? Tinker's Construct. Tinker's Workshop.txt, I believe, is the one you are looking for. Difficulty changes. It's under here where you'll want to change if you spawn back with a little bit of health or... So, see where it says keep hunger on death? Change that to false. And keep levels on death. You can change that to true if you want to. Make things a little bit easier. Now we'll just save that and exit out of it. Another thing I like to change sometimes is the mechanics of morph. So let's go up to morph here. There we go. Morph.config. Let's see here. Something you guys may not know. Key selector, remove morph. These are all just keybinds right here, so radial menu. Here we go. Enable abilities. Sound logic. Acquire boss morphs. You can acquire these, but they're kind of buggy. Morphing issues with mobs. Can you sleep while morphed? I like to change this one to yes. Can you acquire child mob morphs? You could if you really wanted to. You have some options for flight as well for those who don't want to make it very easy to get the flight mechanic. Some people like to enable it. You can fly right away if you kill a bat. A lot of people find that too overpowered. So you can switch it to has reached the nether or has killed the wither. We're going to just leave it at 0 so I can fly around and show you guys that everything is working. Force the mod to use the local copy of mob ability support so you can change things. Let's see here. Distance check for hostile mobs if they'll detect you. This is another cool feature that a lot of people could start taking advantage of. Off is the standard. Another one is hostile mobs will not attack you. Well, hostile mobs of different types do not attack you if you're a hostile mob, but hostile mobs of the same kind do. So basically, if you're a zombie, only zombies will attack you. However, if you do number 3 here, if you're a zombie, zombies are the only thing that won't attack you. So if you became a creeper and you walked right next to a creeper, he wouldn't blow up on you. But if there was a skeleton in the same area, he would see you and he wouldn't like the fact that you were with that other creeper and he would try and kill you. Number 2 is a preferred one. 4, hostile mobs have a decreased detection range around you. That's a pretty good one. Some people... I don't know where I was going with that. let's just go ahead and save that. And that's about everything for config-wise of what I would do, personally. Let's see here. Now let's go ahead and go to the serverstart.bat, and we'll just launch it. Now that we have set up our ops, we have set up our whitelist. Let's go ahead and start the server. As you can see, it is now running. It is just generating its new world. So let's see here. You'll eventually see test world pop up here as a folder with all your information that you need there. Okay, let's see here. Replace 287 or recipes. There you go. Test world. Okay. So I believe our world is now done. As you see, preparing spawn area is done at 95%. And then it generated some hives, Oblivion, looks like Infernal and Oblivion hives, at whatever coordinates that is at. So if you went to those coordinates, it would tell you, hey, there's a hive here, and then you find a hive. That's kind of a cheaty way of finding some beehives. But, okay, now let's go back to LogMe and Hamachi here. Let's say Sunzi here was hosting. This is what you tell your users or your friends, whoever is joining your server. Under your network, you'll have your name, because they'll see your name. They will right-click on your name, and they will copy the IPv4 address. For me, however, because I'm hosting, I copy the IPv4 address from up here. Let's go ahead and move that out of the way. Now, if we go ahead and launch Monster, let's see if it does everything we need it to. think it's gonna launch. I hope it launches. If not, I may have to change some things. There we go. As you can see, we're now launching over here. Let's just go ahead and move our console off screen here along with the server right there. Okay. There you go. As you can see, we are now in Minecraft land. Let's just go ahead and max screen that. Your friends will go to multiplayer, add server, or direct connect. This is how you would save your own server. So let's just put it my server. Just name it whatever. The server address is going to be 25.24.127.166 or your IPv4 address. So now you're just going to click done. As you can see, this is your message of the day. This is a test server, as clearly defined. Oh. Now, as you can see, everything is extremely loud, and there's a lot of mobs. So let's just turn down all of that. Okay. Now, as you can see, we are in the monster mod pack. And geez, these animals are noisy. There we go. Now I can hear myself talk. Okay. So, as you guys can see, it is a fully functioning server. You've got all your trees and everything. There's a lot of mobs. I don't know why there are so many mobs. I have never played the monster mod pack, so wow. There's a lot of entities. And the server, if I brought that over, would be going crazy with a whole bunch of hives. It looks like it's spawning a bunch of Infernal and Oblivion hives somewhere in the world. There's a lot of trees. A lot of trees. For sure. And there's definitely a ton of mobs. So, let's see here. I don't know all the features of the mod pack, but, let's see here. We can go ahead and, E for inventory. Let's go ahead and go into creative mode. As you can see, everything is working. There is a lot of mobs, and we are in a rainbow realm of hell. What is up with these trees? What biome am I in? Why are there so many animals? Rainbow forest. That explains the multicolored What? Do that again. Do it again. Hold on. The sheep are changing colors. What is going on? What is this? Okay, that's kind of funny. I may have to read up a little bit more on the monster mod pack, but as you can see, everything is working. There's your potion effects on the left hand side. Let's see here. T/shop. Your Apple commands or /help. Hello, help. Unknown error occurred. I don't know how to fix that. That is something Forge related, I'm assuming. Not quite sure how that all works, but yeah, guys, I hope you enjoyed watching this video. Another tip, if your map isn't loading, F3 and A will reload the chunks. Little known fact about Minecraft. Pressing F3 and then A. Or it's a key combination, so hold F3 and then press A. And it will reload all the chunks, get rid of those nasty little chunk errors. And I'm still freaking out about the magic sheep. Hope you guys enjoyed. This has been how to make a FTB Hamachi server. I can't bring in a friend because I don't have one to test with me, but everything is working. I can confirm that I have done this before. It's how I do all my server stuff whenever I'm hosting a game. This will also work for vast majority of other games. So I hope you'll have a great day. Make sure you check out my website. It should be up soon as my PayPal check gets cleared. I'll be re-hosting that again. I accidentally may have lost the server because I forgot to pay for it. It happens, guys. Anyways, DeadlyDragon here, guys. Bye-bye!